Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Buckle up because the NFL offseason always brings surprises, and this year might be no different. Rumors are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade involving one of the league's top tight ends, George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Yeah, I know. At first glance, it might sound crazy. Kittle, a proven superstar at the position, heading to a team that's desperately trying to rebuild its offense. It's a scenario that could redefine the NFC East in ways we haven't seen in years. Let me break this down for you. San Francisco, currently sitting at a 9-5 record and battling for playoff positioning in the NFC West, is under some financial pressure. Their cap space is tight, about $4.2 million, and they're juggling a roster that's getting a little older. They're also trying to extend their young talents like Brandon Ayuk, who's been a bright spot in their offense. But with the team's current cap situation, they're looking for ways to create some room, especially as they gear up for a playoff push. And that's where the rumors come in about a trade involving Kittle, a player who has been instrumental in their success, but might be seen as expendable from a cap perspective. On the other side, we have the Washington Commanders, currently sitting at 4-10 and in the middle of a rebuild. Their offense has been hit hard by injuries, especially at the tight end position. Zach Ertz, who was supposed to be a key target, is on IR due to a knee injury, and Jaden Daniels, the same guy who's been showing flashes, has been limited by an elbow injury, forcing the team to look for upgrades. And here's the kicker. Kittle could be just what the doctor ordered for Washington. As a senior analyst with over 20 years of experience working with ESPN and The Athletic, I see this potential move as a game changer. Kittle isn't just a tight end. He's a true weapon, a guy who can impact the game in so many ways. Think about the influence Travis Kelce has had on the Kansas City Chiefs since 2013. Kittle has that kind of potential to do the same for Washington. His career stats are impressive. Over 530 receptions, 200 yards, 45 touchdowns, averaging 13. 6 yards per catch, and gaining over 200 yards after the catch. His catch rate is an elite 85%, and he's a blocking machine with grades above 88 from PFF, plus an overall AV of 95. Now let's consider the specifics of this trade. The 49ers, with their current record, are likely looking to offload Kittle to free up cap space, especially as they try to lock in their young quarterback, Brock Purdy, for the long term. They're also eyeing the future and want to add youth to their offensive line, which has been an area of concern. They're reportedly asking for a second-round pick and a fourth-round pick in the 2026 draft, a pretty reasonable price for a player of Kittle's caliber, especially considering his age and production. For the Commanders, acquiring Kittle could be an absolute game-changer. Imagine him lining up alongside Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin, creating a lethal passing attack that defenses will have a hard time stopping. His presence would elevate the entire offense, providing a reliable target in critical situations and helping to boost the team's yards per attempt substantially, potentially increasing EPA pass by over 20%. His ability to gain yards after the catch would also open up more explosive plays, reducing turnovers and making the offense more efficient. This move could be akin to what the Seahawks experienced when they traded for DK Metcalf, adding a true game-changing receiver who boosts the offense's aerial yards by around 200 yards in a season. For Washington, this isn't just about immediate impact, it's about setting a foundation for future success. A player like Kittle would give the team more protection for the quarterback of tomorrow, especially as they look to build a more balanced, versatile attack. Looking ahead to 2026, a move like this could translate into an extra 1-5 wins, making the difference between a 500 team and a playoff contender. And let's talk about the postseason implications. Kittle's playoff experience is invaluable. He has scored 8 touchdowns in the playoffs so far in his career, and those numbers could very well elevate Washington's chances of making a deep run. His leadership and veteran presence could serve as a mentor to young guys like Sinat, who's been developing nicely. echoing the kind of tight-end legacy that the Redskins had back in 1991 with their dominant offensive line and receiving core. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. What about the durability? Kittle has had some injury concerns, especially earlier in his career, but in 2025 he's been remarkably healthy, missing only 2 games due to a shoulder injury. That's a promising sign that he's entering a phase of his career where he can stay on the field and be an every-week difference maker. The 49ers are probably hesitant about investing too heavily in him long-term, especially with their cap tightness, which makes this trade even more appealing for them. If Washington pulls this off, it would be a statement move, showing that they're serious about competing now and building an offense that can match the division's best. It would also send a message to the rest of the NFC East that the Commanders are not messing around. The division has been dominated by the Eagles and Cowboys in recent years, but a move like this could shift the balance of power. The NFC East would suddenly have a new marquee matchup, McLaurin and Kittle tearing up defenses, with Howell or whoever the QB is stepping into the spotlight. Looking at the bigger picture, the odds of Washington making it to Super Bowl LXI would improve significantly. The betting lines, which currently hover around +12-0, could drop to around +6-0 if this move materializes. Kittle's playoff experience and ability to perform under pressure would make him an X-factor, especially in critical moments. He's a clutch player who excels in the red zone and can turn short catches into big plays. That kind of threat can elevate a team's chances of winning close games, and with the NFC being as competitive as it is, that's exactly what Washington needs. Of course, this is all speculative for now, but the signs are there. The NFL offseason is a time when the unexpected becomes reality, and teams make bold moves to shake things up. For Commanders fans, this could mean a new era, one where the offense is led by a veteran tight end who commands respect on and off the field, a player who can mentor the next generation and also help push the team toward playoff success and beyond. So as we watch these rumors swirl and analyze every detail, remember that the NFL is a league of surprises. And sometimes the biggest moves happen when you least expect them, changing the course of a franchise's history. Whether this trade becomes a reality or not, it's clear that Washington is looking to make a statement, and players like Kittle could be the missing piece to unlock their full potential. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.